Hello YouTube, fancy meeting you here. I don't think we officially met yet, so let's do a quick little introduction first.
And it goes a little something like...
How rude of me to not formally introduce myself. My name is Liz Kapran. I'm based here in downtown Toronto. I work as a content creator both on Instagram and on TikTok. You guys probably know me more from there, but more recently I actually just started a new little career path. I just started creative directing at a local Canadian fashion label, so that's pretty exciting and my hands are a little bit full right now, but I figured why not bring you guys into my very full, very busy, and very crazy life. So here we are. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so stoked to be bringing you guys content every single week. You guys can expect videos every Sunday from me from now on, and I'll be here showing you my life. We're doing vlogs, we're doing styling. Today we're actually, I'm sure as you can tell from the title of this video, we are doing an apartment tour. I moved into this apartment in March, so right when the pandemic hit, and ever since then, I swear to you guys, my DMs on Instagram have been asking me every single day practically, where's the apartment tour? When is it coming? When can we expect it? So I decided to kill two birds with one stone, and here we are with my apartment tour and with my newly born YouTube channel. I'm just very excited to finally be here. I know a lot of people always talk about, making YouTube channels, and it's just something a lot of creatives always want to kind of be able to tackle. Like, YouTube as a platform is super hard to commit to. And I know myself, I've always put it on the back burner, like ever since I started, content creating and just like having a platform on the internet. I've always wanted to have a YouTube, but it's just always been put on the back burner just because like, oh, I either don't have the right camera, or I don't have the right space, or I have nothing to film, all these excuses and whatnot. In 2021, I told myself, no more BS, no more excuses. That is why it took me so long to show up here, but better late than never, am I right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy my first YouTube video, my little apartment tour. This guy's around 750 square feet with the balcony, I believe. It's my little cloud cage, as I like to call it, throughout the pandemic. But anyways, all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will catch you next week. Peace. Hello YouTube. Welcome to our crib. So I figured for my first YouTube video, why not kind of bring you guys into my workspace, my creative space, where I kind of like to get, down and dirty, especially in the middle of a pandemic, and, bring you guys into my life a little bit. So without further ado, let's get into the apartment tour. And if you wait till the end, I'm gonna spill exactly how much I paid for this guy in rent. So let's go. We're actually gonna start right over here by our front door, right by our linen closet. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it is a little bit messy, but I like to keep it real, so. We just have like all of our jackets, well not all of them, a good amount of them, stuffed in here. Zeus likes to get in here and get lost in our shoe rack. Yeah, we have boots here, a little vacuum tucked into the corner, and that's pretty much it. It's just kind of our little, front door entryway. And then over here on our left, we just have our weekly schedule, and we made this guy right when we moved in, so by this point he is a little bit tentative. We just have him here to keep our lives in order, so to speak. So like on Fridays, we just have like order groceries, Sundays for cleanups, super broad, but just to keep us organized in a sense. Moving on to the kitchen. The kitchen was actually a major selling point for us. We absolutely fell in love with how streamlined and how modern everything was. There are tons of like upgraded appliances in here too, which I personally love, even though we don't really use them. Like we have like a wine fridge, which we are not big drinkers whatsoever, especially in a pandemic. Like you would think that we would, pick up drinking wine or anything like that, but for us it's just like not our thing. But it's good to have, post global pandemic when we can have guests and stuff. Moving on into just this little corner. This is my morning corner. This is where I like to, start my day. So on the left here, we just have our teas, our coffee pods, hot chocolate as well, some matcha. I have my vitamins here. Just have them right in the front so I can always remember to take them. Have some vitamins for Zeus as well. Gotta keep my baby healthy. And I know I just said I'm not a heavy drinker, and I know I just said this is my morning corner. So just to give you guys a little explanation as to why I have two bottles of champagne here. These are just here merely, again, for not really aesthetic, I guess just by accident because our wine fridge is unfortunately too full. Despite me saying we're not heavy drinkers, I have a large collection of wines and champagnes from like birthdays, New Year's, from like years ago. So that little fridge is full, so these are just kind of here chilling, and it helps that they're cute too. And this one actually says my name on it, and I got it for my 21st birthday, so I'm gonna keep this guy for a long time. Then we just have some of my bigger investments into my kitchen, which are definitely my prized possessions, which I hope will stay with me for a very long time, coming, you know, moving into different apartments and stuff. I ended up getting the Smeg toaster and the Smeg kettle upon moving into the apartment, just because A, I wanted something that was of high quality. I wanted, obviously I prioritize aesthetic, that's just me, I'll be honest, and C, I wanted something that was gonna last me, you know, again, moving into new apartments and just, you know, stay with me for at least a couple of years. I also have my beloved Nespresso machine, which has saved me tons and tons and tons of trips to Starbucks. I'm very thankful for her. This is one of the older models. I don't exactly remember the name. I believe it's the Latissima Touch. I'll have it linked for you guys, don't worry about it, but I love this guy. He's amazing. He froths milk like a dream, and it is just literally like having Starbucks in your kitchen. Then I just have my juicer here, which I actually got right at the start of the new year. One of my New Year's resolutions this year was to pick up juicing and to just like start incorporating that more into my diet. This guy I found on Amazon, you guys will not believe it, for $60 with a coupon. I actually think when I linked it on my Instagram, I completely like sold that guy out of his juicers. So I hope he's restocked on them, because if he is, I'll have it linked for you guys. Don't even worry. If anything, you guys could definitely do a quick like hunt on Amazon, and there are tons and tons and tons of affordable options for juicers that are not as like heavy duty and industrial, but obviously still get the job done. This guy works like a charm. Moving on, like I said, we just have my Smeg kettle here. I just use him for tea, for making like ramen soups and stuff like that. Super easy, super simple. Then over here, we just have a few little Amazon purchases that I picked up right when we moved in. Just some must-haves that you need when you move into a new apartment. We just got this little paper towel holder with the marble base, you know, to keep that aesthetic going. This little tissue box holder, which again serves more for aesthetic than functionality. Some coasters here, and then we move on to my stove slash oven, and I just have my beloved Everyway pan. I believe that's what it's called. I did get this guy like a couple of months back, so I'm not entirely sure exactly what he's called, but you've probably seen him all over Instagram. It's the iconic 8 pans in 1 from our place. Then here we just have a cutting board, which personally I'm not a huge fan of like pulling out a cutting board and like, you know, cutting up some veggies and stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I prefer to use the counter, and I know Dawn does too. We do try to keep it as clean as possible, so don't worry, we'll wash our veggies and fruits after we cut everything, but gonna be transparent, counters are our preferred way of cutting. So this cutting board just here, honestly, again, just for aesthetic, to kind of hold like our salt and pepper shakers. And actually, this candle I picked up, again, right when we moved in, and I've managed to make him last. Don't ask me how, I will only use him religiously on like Sundays. It's a full-on dream. If you guys want a scent to like a signature scent for your home, and to kind of like when you walk in you just know it's your home, I'm telling you, Jazz Club by Maison Margiela is a absolute dream. It just smells so beautiful. It's such a deep, like homey, cozy scent, and it just works, I feel like, all year round. So if you're looking for a signature scent for your home, definitely recommend Jazz Club. It is absolutely beautiful. Then we just have actually another cute little thing that I have here. I have another non-functional but aesthetic serving little piece here. This is a collectible. It's a vintage salt and pepper shaker set from one of our friends, Matt Pine. He's an artist, and I'll actually have him linked here because he's an incredibly talented artist. But he gifted these to me. I don't think they can actually hold any salt or pepper in them, but again, aesthetic over functionality, am I right? Moving into this corner of the kitchen, this is kind of where I actually like to do my admin work in the morning, do my emails. We have breakfast here. We have our sink here, which is boring stuff, but you guys might be wondering why the F we have a metal net in our sink. My cat Zeus loves to get down and dirty and wet dishes and food that's sitting in the sink, so we kind of had to improvise and get this, I guess this is like a baking sheet or something, like an oven sheet, like a metal oven sheet. We had to improvise and kind of multi-purpose our way to figure out how to get them out of here. So that's why this is here. It's not exactly aesthetic and I wouldn't prefer it being here, but what can you do? You gotta live with your children, so. And then moving here, on the right, I have my little mini walk-in closet, which I'll show you guys at the very end because I feel like that way we can go in like a perfect circle around the apartment. So we'll just end off with my closet here on the right. But besides my closet, over here we have a little entryway table that we actually entirely DIY'd by ourselves. It was another quarantine project that we decided to tackle, and he's entirely made from scratch. It's held up by 3 wooden panels, grout, and tiles. It was like 8 hours of full-on work on this guy, so he's gonna stay with us hopefully for a little while if he doesn't break apart by then. This is kind of where I wanted to give a little taste of the aesthetic, like right when you walk in. So I wanted to keep decor super fun and funky and like to my style. So we have a few candles here, we have some coffee table books, which I'll make sure I'll have all of them linked in my Amazon shop because they're actually all from Amazon, surprisingly enough. Then we just have some funkier candles. Like I said, this one is from a small business in Toronto called Shop Neophyte. I'll again have them linked somewhere here. I'll have them linked somewhere here in this video for you, but they sell these insanely funky goober candles, which I always get questions about. They're so cute. They just look like these little like lumpy little goobers. It's exactly what they are, little goobers. And they just come in tons of different colors. I think they come in like 5 different colors and they're so cute and different. Then I just have a few bubble candles. I actually have a few of these all over the apartment, which is not surprising because they're all over Pinterest right now. Then yeah, we have some more funky candles. I have this middle finger candle that I got from, I think the brand, I actually got it from Holt Renfrew, but the brand that makes them, I believe, is called FCUK Candles. Again, we'll have everything linked for you guys, no worries. Some Ryan Porter candles, which I'm obsessed with. I recently discovered this brand of candles, and they're just so fun and cute, and like all these little sayings are just so adorable, and they all smell so amazing. This one is their Halloween edition, and it says, "Are you a good witch or a bad witch?" I think I'm a bad witch, but this guy smells so good. And here is another one of our DIY quarantine projects that I was talking to you guys about. These are our beloved tile cubes. I have the entire process video over on my TikTok for you guys to check out if you guys wanted to kind of see how we put these guys together. It was less of a process than the table behind us, that's for sure, but these were definitely a good warm-up to get us comfortable with like working with grout and tiles, and I think they came out really, really well. I'm obsessed with them. I really want to keep them for as long as I can, I think. I want to take them with me everywhere. I love, love, love how they came out. Now they just live here, making up our little decor corner. We have some candles on them, a few plants, our pampas grass, and then just a few little thrifted knickknacks that I've collected over the last few months. And because I always get questions about prints and where I shop my prints for decor, I have a little affordable hack for you guys on how to shop art in your space on a budget. So instead of going out and just buying the actual physical print, which could go up to like 3-4 figures depending on where you buy the art piece, honestly could be frowned upon by like art collectors and stuff, but what I like to do is just go on Etsy, and let's say I want to find like a Matisse print. I'll just type in Matisse print printable PDF version, and when I'm telling you, like countless and countless and countless prints will come up. Just instead of it being the physical print, you're just getting the file version. You pay for it, it's like $5 to $10. You get the file, you print it, you get your frame, and it comes out to being like $30, which is definitely a much sweeter spot than paying like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on art. So that's my little hack for you guys. Moving in to the living room, which has shamefully become like 50% Zeus's living room. We just have his little corner in the back here. He has proudly claimed this corner of the apartment. And we just have his little cat tree, which I've actually kind of discombobulated and sort of made it into like a cat club with a little disco ball. I have some shell pillows from Amazon just to dress it up a little bit. He also has his little water fountain station. I tried to make it as garden-esque as I possibly could. I have a little thrifted angel candle holder here, and of course his water fountain, which is from Amazon. Moving in to our living room. This is where we like to chill, watch Netflix, sometimes have dinner. I'll be honest with you guys, we like to just plop down on the coffee table and unwind. Right behind me, I just have my beloved outfit mirror from Wayfair. I have our little beanbag situation here, which is tentative because we have a whole redecorating situation happening with our living room. I needed to get a new couch because we had a black velvet couch that was here previously, and I got rid of it because it was just the biggest eyesore I've ever lived with in my entire life. Just imagine having such a light, airy space, and then you just have like a big black couch in the middle of it. So for now, we have this little hot potato taking up the space temporarily until we get a new couch. Oh, I actually just forgot. I have these two little bar stools that are actually in the kitchen, but you can still see them in the living room. They're cute. They were originally black, and we spray painted them this cute little Polly Pocket colorway. Completely against Dawn's will, but I always get what I want, so. Here we have our coffee table, which was a Facebook Marketplace find like right at the beginning of spring. Guys, I'm telling you, when you move into your own space, take your time with decorating. Do your research, make a Pinterest board. Don't try to copy everything you see on Pinterest, and don't try to replicate what you see on Pinterest, but instead, like I said, make a board and kind of like pick and choose different things that you like and make it all one cohesive living space, as opposed to trying to like replicate aesthetics and stuff like that. Just doesn't work. So back to this coffee table. Like I said, this was a Facebook Marketplace find. It was purchased for a insane steal. This guy is a vintage 80s coffee table that the original owner actually purchased from an auction, and she told us she spent close to like $4,500 for it, like about 8 to 10 years ago. Now she just really wanted to get rid of it because she just moved into like a really tiny space. Whatever, long story short, she was super desperate and she sold it to us for like 400 bucks. We were like, okay, done deal. So we drove over to her, strapped this guy up to the hood of her car, and we got him here the same day. So he needed a little bit of revamping. We gave him a little paint job a couple of months ago, and I was thinking of even maybe like cementing it closer to summer and really taking this table to the next level. I think that would look so sick, but for now we don't have time for that, so we'll just leave him as is. Still cute. And here we just have our table and console set up. Anyone who owns a console table, I can guarantee you, can vouch for this. That place is just absolute wreckage. Anything that doesn't have a home in your space just gets shoved in there. Same goes for us, honestly. Before I leave this corner of the room, I almost forgot to share one of the biggest eye catchers in our apartment, which I'm sure you guys can guess what it is. Our beloved neon signs. We actually have another one which was also gifted to us from the brand Something Neon. Both of them are from Something Neon. We are obsessed with how they look in our space. They just add such a cool factor. It just makes your space look so effing unique. And these are all custom, by the way, so we got to choose what we wanted on them, and I thought To Be Continued would just be super fitting in the living room with all the Netflix that we watch and stuff. And here, as I'm sure you guys are very familiar with, lives my infamous Sherpa chair. This girl has become my best friend these last 10 months in the pandemic, and I've grown very attached to her, but you can definitely see she's endured some loving these couple of months. She's getting a little worn out, a little discolored, so I'm afraid eventually I'm gonna have to part ways with her. Maybe I'll put her up on Instagram stories after I give her a nice deep clean. So keep an eye out for that, and then I'll probably have to go get a replacement for her, but she's so good. She's an amazing, amazing, amazing first accent chair in the apartment, and she holds a lot of memories of me just sitting here hours on end on my computer in the pandemic doing all the things. Tucked away into this little corner is actually Dawn's workspace, and as you can tell, this guy takes his work very seriously. He needs like 2 monitors, a couple keyboards, a laptop, the whole shebang. But on a serious note, if you guys didn't know, Dawn actually works kind of in the same industry as I do. We kind of overlap in the sense that he actually owns a social media agency where I work in the social media content creator space. So it helps that our work kind of overlaps because it helps us kind of be able to work in the same space much easier, and we don't really, you know, bug each other or really get in the way of each other. His desk is the Malm desk, I believe it's called, from IKEA. It has a little storage compartment here in the middle. His desk chair, which was obviously my decor choice. Highly doubt that Dawn would have picked out a pink velvet desk chair for himself. That's from Wayfair. Pretty sure this is the iMac 27-inch, if I'm not mistaken. And then this is his Samsung curved monitor that is new, and he holds very near and dear to his heart. And then under the monitors, we just have Alexa just chilling. She helps us control the light in the apartment. She tells us the weather. She's definitely a very good friend of ours. And then my little library that lives here, as I mentioned, lives here intentionally for the sake of trying to conceal this really awkward cable cover, and I just kind of tried to stack them in a way that would cover it up as much as possible and not have it be so in your face, because it's hard to look at. It's a huge eyesore. Like, I hate cables, and I would even much rather like prefer fishing the cables through the wall as opposed to having this thing, but this is a rental, we can't do that, so gotta live with this. So I just tried to, you know, work around it as much as I could. And then I have a few little thrifted angel tchotchkes here that I've collected over the months. If you guys didn't know, I have a huge obsession with cherubs and angels and all those kinds of like Renaissance-y things. I just am absolutely obsessed. So I actually have a few, yeah, of these little angel cherubs all over the apartment, but my favorite ones are right here on the console. And then I also have a little Fiorucci, which I'm definitely butchering the pronunciation of that designer. I have a little vintage box, like a trinket box by him, and it has these two little cherubs on it as well. And then here is the entryway to our bedroom, but before we get in there, I'm just gonna quickly show you guys our balcony because I promise you don't wanna miss this view. It's insane. So this is our little patio space. It's definitely more fun here in the summer, I'll admit to that. It's a little smaller than what we're used to from our other apartment in Toronto. It's a little more condensed. So on the right side, we just have Don's little corner here with like the patio grass. He likes to have his patio furniture out in the summer and he just likes to chill here. And then on the left, I have Lizzie's corner. We actually had my side of the balcony, like the floor, we got it custom painted, which again, I am not sure is allowed in a rental, definitely isn't, but we just kept it like super hush hush, and the artist told us that the paint is removable, so that's all good. I just wanted to have like my own, you know, funky little balcony floor. I just thought it was so fun and cool. And then in the summer, I have my own patio set up here, but in the winter, unfortunately, I have this god-awful blue tarp covering up our furniture for the winter, just keeping it all nice and safe. And then behind me is our gorgeous, gorgeous view of the city. Okay, now that we've shared the balcony space, let's get into the bedroom. So this is our bedroom. It is a little bit on the smaller side, but welcome to living in downtown Toronto. Honestly, we make it work. It is, like I said, on the smaller side, but it's still super functional. We fit our bed in here. We can fit 2 nightstands. In terms of details in the bedroom, our bed frame is just from IKEA. Our duvet and our bed sheets are from Urban Outfitters. Both nightstands are also from IKEA. We have our beautiful chandelier here, which I actually really wish we placed in our living room when we moved in, but unfortunately we were just like in such a rush to get everything set up. We just decided to put it in our bedroom. I wish we didn't though, just because we can't see it. Like, we don't see it as much just because we're not in the bedroom as much. So I don't get like the full beauty of her as much as I wish I did, but she's still stunning and she lives right here. She's from Wayfair. And in terms of like decor on our nightstands, like that situation, I completely have slacked on ever since we moved in, like decorating the nightstands. We just have these 2 little mushroom inspired lamps that I found at HomeSense, lucky enough. So unfortunately I can't link them for you, but they were a very good find. And then we just have, I have a candle on my side. My side is the left side. I have a little pillow spray. I also have a crystal that was gifted to me from a beloved follower of mine. It's supposed to help you like rebalance your chakras and recenter yourself, and it's supposed to keep your brain activity at like a constant instead of having it be, you know, all over the place, which I definitely need. This Cancer girl needs to, you know, keep her brain activity at a, you know, at a chill. And then we have this little fake potted plant that I also picked up from HomeSense. We have a matching one in our living room. We have a little phone charger here, another print, like I said, that I use that little print hack with on Etsy. This is a Van Gogh, definitely not for a Van Gogh price, I'll tell you that. And right above our bed is our other neon sign, which says "Follow the White Rabbit," which is a quote from both Alice in Wonderland and The Matrix. It's my favorite movie quote of all time. It just has so much deep-rooted meaning into it, but I won't get into that. I'm obsessed with how the pink looks in this room, and I love how it looks with the little Van Gogh print next to it. It just looks so cute. Quickly to the left, right next to our bed, we have Zeus's little bed here. He likes to just sit here and sleep with us. If he doesn't want to sleep in bed with us, he'll just come here and crash in his little home. And then moving into this little hallway, this is actually Don's mini walk-in closet. He has his own little space here because, fun fact guys, you guys are gonna laugh. When we moved into this apartment, Dawn and I were completely in over our heads. We were so excited to move into our own space together and have like our own home that we get to call home and we get to come back to together. So we were so excited. We had all these big plans, but unfortunately this shared closet space didn't work out, obviously, because I don't even think a third of my closet would fit in here, to be honest with you guys. So it was a very easy decision to make this little walk-in closet area just for Dawn. So he has his whole setup here, has all his clothes laid out, super organized because my guy's a type A just like me. And unfortunately Dawn does have to share his closet with the laundry hamper because, like I said, Toronto condos limited on space, so we just have to make it work. This is the bathroom. Another major selling point for us was the bathroom. I spend a lot of time in the bathroom, from doing skincare, self-care, being in the bath. I like to read in the bath. I like to watch TV in the bath. I just love being in the bathroom. It's a place where I definitely get to zen out and spend a little bit extra time on me. So it was hugely important for the bathroom to be kind of like an escape and have it really capture like the relaxation and zen that I really wanted to have in a place that I spent a lot of time in. So I think this bathroom is quite literally the most ideal bathroom, especially when you're looking for condos in downtown Toronto. Like, I've never seen a bathroom that looks quite like this, with like an exterior bath. We even have like a damn TV built into the mirror. Like, the bathroom here was not slept on. But anyways, more on details of the bathroom. I just have my little vanity section here right by the mirror. Unfortunately, I've taken over quite a bit of counter space. I also have a little organizer here on the left next to the mirror. I have my electric toothbrush. Honestly, it looks like I live here by myself because of how much counter space I take over, and then all of Dawn's things just get like tucked into this small little corner in the shelf here. But that's okay, he still loves me. Then we just have some lotions, some candles. I have a little bath tray here. And then again, back to this glorious exterior bathtub, guys. I have never been in a bathtub that's so luxurious, and the fact that I get to call it my bathtub just makes it all the better. And I don't even want to brag, but she's just, tell me she's not a 10 out of 10. She is a stunner, guys. And above me, I just have two prints that are also from HomeSense. So unfortunately, like I said, can't link those for you, but I'm sure you can find similar somewhere on Etsy. Now a quick little view into our shower. Pretty boring stuff, nothing too out of the ordinary. We just have a little shower caddy here on the right with all of my shower stuff. One thing that I really love about the shower is how like techy it is. Most showers are just like basic faucet on or off, hot or cold. But this guy is like all electronic. You can adjust the degrees like by half. It's such cool technology to have in a shower. Honestly, it changed the game for me. I can literally regulate the water to the exact degree of temperature that I want it to be. And it also has like 3 power levels to it. It's so damn cool. And then right over here on the left, we just have our washing machine and dryer and all of our cleaning supplies for when we, you know, deep clean this house. Okay, now let's head in to my closet. And just a heads up, guys, the lighting is getting a little finicky just because it's Canada. It gets dark here around like 3 o'clock, so bear with me. I'm gonna turn on the light in my closet, so hopefully that helps with everything. But without further ado, let's get in to Lizzie's closet. Guys, I am the queen of keeping it real with you. I'm telling you, this closet is by no means organized. It is actually quite the mess in here right now. I didn't have much time to clean it before the apartment tour, but I figured why not just be super transparent with you, because I'm sure almost every single girl's closet is like a vapid mess. This room was actually a den. When we were moving in here, it was like we couldn't even imagine it being any sort of closet space whatsoever. But then I kind of tried to imagine how I could do it with like a pack system sort of thing, like one of those like custom closets, to maybe work it around and try to optimize this tiny space as best as I could. So I ended up getting a few of those like custom closets by IKEA. And honestly, it did end up working out at least as best as it could with the space that was given to us. Over here, I actually just have all of my jewelry. It's super messy right now because I just got another little jewelry organizer to help me, organize it a little bit better. It's super congested right now. And then on the bottom here, I just have all of my handbags, designer handbags and stuff. On the top of the shelves, I have all of my shoes. So you'll see all my boots are up there. And then I have all of my perfumes here right in between my jewelry and where my shoes kind of start to pile up. And it's super easy access. I can just like reach over, smell whichever one I want to smell, spritz, spritz, and good to go. And then over here I actually have my sunglasses collection, which has definitely built up over the years. I have such a passion for accessories and sunglasses in specific. I just think they can really elevate any outfit. Over behind me is where essentially my entire closet lives. On the bottom I have like loungewear kind of pieces. I have more sweaters and sweater vests and cardigans. And then on the top here I have more of like my dressier clothes that I like to wear to go shoot or to events, which we know don't happen anymore, but when they did, that's where those clothes live. And then this entire mess is unfortunately the only way I get to have all my makeup sort of live in the same space. I would have much preferred having everything be in the bathroom, but the counter space in the bathroom, even with what I already had in there, wouldn't have worked with all the makeup that I have, especially with like the gifting and the PR. I hope that kind of overview gave you guys a good idea of how I made use of the space and how I like to, organize all of my clothes and makeup and skincare and all that stuff. Sorry for the sudden change of lighting, guys. I just wanted to fast forward a little bit into the future and wait until it got darker out so I could show you exactly how we use Alexa and what I mean by Alexa kind of does like everything for us. So we have a smart home system also connected to our apartment. It came installed when we moved in, and we figured out that we can install Alexa into it and she can control all the lights and stuff. We can also order an Uber through Alexa. So let me show you kind of what I mean. Alexa, turn off kitchen lights.
Okay.
So pretty much like the coolest feature to have, especially if you're like lazy in bed and don't want to get up and turn off all the lights. It's super, super convenient. So guys, that is my little apartment tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I did a good job for my first YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I did promise you that I would spill the tea on how much I pay for this guy in rent. So drum roll, please. We pay a total of $2,700 for this unit in rent. And then on top of that, we also pay for hydro, electricity, and all that stuff. And then we also have our parking spot that we have to pay for in this building. So all inclusive to live in this unit, it is around $3,100 per month. We do split the rent, so that does make living here a little bit more rational. I truly love making this video for you guys. I cannot wait to make so many more. This has been so much fun. I love kind of bringing you guys into my life on a new platform with like a new way of talking to you guys. It's a little bit different than Instagram, and I'm obviously going to get more comfortable as we, progress. And I hope I catch you guys in the next video. And of course, because this is my first video, I obviously don't have a little signature outro yet. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to kick you guys out. So smell you later.
And it goes a little something like